is caught out.
Well, we're going to find out if the bans and the picks change at all in this game as we go into set number 2, bans and picks between OMG and Cloud9. And so far, it stays the same from OMG's side of things. They're not going to give that Morgana over to Cloud9. Cloud9 also sticking to the plan from game 1, going towards Xiong so far.
Okay, so this time around, if Cloud9 are still focusing bans on mid, well, I would expect maybe a Lulu takeaway or something like that. Oh wow, they force OMG to come in with a Lulu ban actually, because they don't want to give it away. They know that those shields are really important to the Cloud9 Twitch. The Morgana plus the Lulu, without that support, Sneaky's super aggressive style actually does cost them.
Cost him his life a couple of times in that last one. LeBlanc was the final ban for Cloud9, so they're very much about Xiong this time around. They've allowed Thresh, of course, to come through. For Alan.
Alan!
For Alan.
Alan will be on Thresh.
It's hard to deny, right, that Alan is a big playmaker for this OMG team.
Yeah, you'd be crazy to deny that. He's had his 2 best games on Thresh, and he is a consistent playmaker for his team. It's definitely 100% unanimous that this is a huge pickup for OMG right out of the gate.
So what are Cloud9 going to be going for then? Their options limited here. Elise, of course, banned out for the 2nd time in a row along with Morgana. Last time it was an Evelyn jungle for Meteos. Is he going to change things up?
So all top laners still on the board. I feel like they won't tunnel on that. Wow, they are going to get Jax and leave it again to OMG for the counter pick. This time around, the Kazakhs did sneak through because of the Lulu ban, trying to keep away the shields.
Last second switch, though, away from Jax and onto the Lucian. Want to get Sneaky's AD carry in for this one. Opting away from the Twitch despite it not being banned out. That's interesting considering
I do like that.
Those shields that they've usually got with this comp that they've been running for are gone from the ban.
I think it's a smart decision. It's a safer decision this time around. Even though a Twitch can still work without those, you just have to actually have the first couple ambushes work out in your favor, be a bit more careful about it. But Lucian, all around, super strong AD carry. He will be very comfortable on this champion. Even though he's been playing so much Twitch, Lucian is a favorite of his. So we'll have to see him and Meteos both with very comfortable champions this time around.
See Pantheon the pickup for Pomelo. And be man dropping in from this one with the Shyvana again on going. Cloud9 now obviously got their jungler in there. They've got their AD carry. What are they going to pick up in this next round of choices? Running things definitely a lot later. This ban phase and where the bans have gone to, I think maybe have contained a couple of surprises for Cloud9.
Yeah, they have been surprised in the past. This time around, Pantheon looks new, but this is a staple for OMG. They are able to use a Pantheon in the late game where they control vision around Baron, bait you into Baron, and then use a Pantheon ultimate to cut you off as you try and run away. So if OMG do the same thing again, they get an early lead and they can control vision around Baron, it's going to be very bad for Cloud9 because this is something that OMG have used many times before. And San also a fan of Twitch here because Cloud9 has sort of been scared off of the pick. They are the ones to receive it. It feels once again like OMG are very comfortable in the pick spans once again.
So next one's coming in for Cloud9. Orianna for Link in the mid lane along with Trundle for Balls. Again, 2 returning picks for Cloud9's lineup.
Trundle into Shyvana is something Balls is very happy to take. They like this matchup. And Balls is a guy that doesn't even, get behind early. In the late game, Trundle will be able to steal away a lot of her stats, and they like the way that this one plays out towards late game. So the top lane matchup, Cloud9 are at least happy with. But again, there are more safe mid laners open, and Xiong gets one of his.
So Ziggs was the choice. We obviously saw a lot of it in the first half of the LPL season, actually, for OMG. Returning on to that one, which, we've seen relatively little when it comes to Ziggs this event.
I mean, he is one of the long-range farming mages for mid lane, so he definitely does fit into this style. But more people have been opting towards easier champions for mid to pull off. We saw how many bombs Faker dodged. At this level, these all-stars, a lot of them have been able to avoid Ziggs damage.
Yeah. See if we can get that from Link as well. The final pick for Cloud9. Switch around this time. Lemonation going to be picking up the Karma for that Karma Lucian duo lane.
Karma, definitely another favorite of Lemonation here. High impact in the early game. If you can land a charged up Q, it will give them a huge advantage. And he will feel safer because he also has speed to start dodging hooks from Allen. As Zyra, as Crepo said, you're kind of a sitting duck. If you do get hooked in, then you're definitely in trouble. With Karma, they can go more aggressive in the early, and they can win early trades, even against the Twitch here, because Lucian, with double up already, is a strong AD carry, even for trading early.
And the fact is, we see Allen is hitting hooks. He's landing hooks this entire time. So very, very dangerous from that. Teams, of course, choosing their champions already. So head over to Twitter and tell us which jungler you think will come out on top of this game by sending your answer to @LOL eSports with hashtag Pomelo or hashtag Meteos.
The other thing about landing those hooks, if Thresh is unique in that he has to channel it a little bit, and while you're doing that, Karma can actually just hit you with an empowered Q, in which case she's okay even if the hook does land because she gets this much damage on you and you don't really want to go in on it. So we'll see. Lemonation will probably feel more comfortable, I think, this time around.
Well, they certainly need it. The scoreline is 1-0 in favor of OMG. They've got 1 foot almost in the final at this point. Cloud9 need to win 2 in a row. We are going to get into game number 2. Let's see if the North American LCS Spring Split and Summer Split last year champions can move through into that grand final here with a comeback.
Now, as we see the Cloud9 team walk through the jungle here, let's talk about the Orianna pick for Link. He has picked up another shield. Those are things we were highlighting in Champion Select. This shield, now that Sneaky is on a little bit safer of an AD carry in Lucian, a more mobile AD carry, the shield can be used for Meteos, who's on the carry as well, Kha'Zix. He's going to be getting into the middle of the fight. He's actually a good even delivery system for Link if they want to position that ball. But it also will afford him more defensive stats as the melee carry.
Putting the ward down there. I'm not sure that it quite landed in the brush, or was it right in the corner? We'll have a look at that again in a little while here, but either way, they were spotted there, Cloud9 going down. OMG have moved all the way around to the top side, and they're keeping Shi-Young here in the middle to try and bait them in.
Exactly. He's showing mid, giving Cloud9 a little bit of a false sense of confidence. They
know it. They're picking it.
They have Orianna, so that's a very good thing for them. But Allen can land a hook even if it's 4 versus 5.
It's 4 versus 4 right now. 5 even now as they move in the back of it. Going is falling very, very low. Flashing. Balls bites him. Can he finish him up? Balls himself turns around at half HP and forcing the summoner spell out there. In fact, a couple were burned in the end. Didn't quite finish off the kill though.
Yeah, 2 for 1 flashes is a good trade. Could have been 2 for 0. But this is a profitable trade for Cloud9, so they're happy with the way that invade went, and they did go the safe option. Only checking that bush with 5 members, have tank in front, and it worked out well for them.
See that on the Twitter vote, 80-20 in favor of Meteos here on the Kha'Zix up against Pomelo's Pantheon. Very interesting start here. We see that Cloud9 actually going to give the early blue buff over to Sneaky, and they're going to take their own blue buff here. So they're going to get 3 buffs at the start of the game.
Again, another one of these 2 set of jungles. AD carry and support taking 1 buff, jungler top laner taking another. Meteos and Balls have actually shared experience on the Wraith camp as well. So they are going to do a 4v0 split push here, sharing some more experience on the white, and it will be fast pushing from Cloud9. OMG are in the position to respond here, and since they are on bottom, they will actually have a little bit more leeway. Let's see how they do handle this one, though. It looks like both have decided to back off the fast pushing because so many teams have been burned by that. Take a tower early, yet you lose control of a minion wave, and the minion wave experience stacks up so quickly in favor of a solo laner that it's not even worth it sometimes to take down that turret.
And interestingly enough, They actually gave that blue buff over to the AD carry and then crossed back over to finish the top side of the jungle. Left their own blue. Pomelo just crossing over to pick that one up. Will come down now. Oh, Alan, don't want to do that. Coming into the bottom lane here to try and get some damage in on towards this turret.
Yeah, so they want to completely zone off any defense of Cloud9 from the turret. They want to rush past this turret, make sure nobody will get an experience range. So an entire lane of minions is being killed on this turret. They don't want to take the turret down, they just want to deny as much experience as they can. A whole wave that will not go to Cloud9. However, Cloud9 are doing the same on top. They are denying a whole wave as well. They are also doing a substantial amount of damage to the turret, softening it up so that they can take it when they want. Pomelo trying to do some counter jungling here, and Balls will have to settle for a tiny wolf.
Tiny wolf, and needs to be careful where he treads really in that bottom side. He knows that the AD carry and support are there, but as soon as that turret goes down, they will be losing complete vision control of that bottom side. Sneaky and Lemon Nation here, though, have a good wave of minions to be pushing. They might be hitting the first tower of the game at roughly the same time.
So pretty even start here. Both duo lanes are about the same. They've both gotten the turrets softened up. Solo laners as well were both jungling and barely got to level 2. The little bit of counter jungling that OMG did helped a tiny bit, so there's a very, very, very small lead for Going. But 5 members of OMG down bottom means it could be dangerous here. Let's see if they can execute a tower dive, because they have Pantheon and he can block multiple tower shots.
Let's see if they go for it. It looks like they are going to beat Balls already down at about half health. They push from the top side.
They are already
coming around. Problem is, Sun is not there, but Balls, he's got no HP, and there is the first blood. Looked almost too simple for OMG, turning the 2v2 in the bottom to a 4 versus 2, and surely the first tower of the game.
Good play by OMG. Cloud9 get a little greedy trying to soak up experience, and they didn't have any vision of OMG in order to make a better decision than that. So they were trying to soak up to try and get 3 lanes worth of experience and leave their duo up top, but OMG, counting on this, have 4 people in place and cut Cloud9's escape route off. Very well played from them, and they get the first blood, and second, no.
Not quite getting the second there. Xiyoung actually is pretty close to hitting level 6. He won't get it though before Link actually is able to just back away. Meanwhile, speaking of Xiyoung, he needs to watch out just a little because both Kha'Zix and Karma are headed up towards this mid lane. He's got no vision of that bottom side, and as he realizes it, he's at half HP, and this may be too late for him. Last second away as well. Xiyoung making a run for it here on the top side. He's pinging the inner tower. He wants to try and kill himself, but there is the slow. The Void Spike's coming out. Meteor brings one back from Cloud9.
Great display of skill, though, from Xiyoung. Even though he does end up going down, he does draw a little bit more time from several members of Cloud9. Sneaky also had to delay his back there because Sneaky wanted to head him off as well. Every few seconds in these games where people are constantly trading back and forth waves and objectives, they do mean everything. Even a small mistake where you're walking the wrong direction for a second can cost you against a team like this that will punish you for going that way.
There's Pomelo just covering off middle. Ziggs is coming back after his run for freedom ended in, well, being killed. That wasn't the ideal ending for him, but Chalice, the Amp Tome coming in now into this mid lane. Bit of farm caught back up by Link as well in the meantime, and they do both hit level 6. So this is going to be interesting. We see still the AD carry and support of Cloud9 coming back towards this bottom side. OMG have been very persistent about keeping a hold of this bottom side of the jungle.
As Crepo said, though, wards save lives, and that pink ward saved the bottom duo's lives. They had Pantheon plus Thresh coming in behind them and had to back off. Pink ward does go down, but they're able to survive. Now a big minion wave here. We always like to see what the team will do with that. They sort of call Meteos down, but he backs off to get Wolves. And it looks like they won't get anything accomplished with this minion wave.
We'll look down some of the items as well. We've got a bit of a breather on this one for Sneaky. He's got BF Sword Start going up towards that Bloodthirster, and Sun towards the Blade Ruin King. Pretty standard stuff in terms of the build at this stage of the game. Top laners, we've already got a Vamp Scepter in for Paul, so he's going to be feeling pretty confident, even if there's a bit of pressure coming from Going.
And we see the response from going, as it should be, going into the jungle. He doesn't want to waste time just sitting there watching, being zoned by balls. So at least he's getting some sort of income. It is also costing him consumables, though. He's just waiting for this wave to get to his turret. Now the trade-off is just the wave is getting pushed up, and Cloud9 will have to either shove that all the way in or abandon that lane for a while and make a play on the other side of the map. You always have to be thinking 2 minutes at least in the future, where is this wave going to end up, and what can we do to force OMG to react and break away from it?
Oh, ultimate being thrown out here. That'll land on balls and clear the minion wave completely off that inner turret. As I said before, going having a couple of little issues here against Balls, who's the level above him, and at a important level as well, level 6, where he's got his ultimate. And Meteos did start to move around. Of course, that blue buff steal earlier on from Pomelo. On this side of the map, there are wards in position, actually, from OMG, so they have complete vision over Meteos. They know he's hanging around in there.
Some very smart wards from OMG. They've seen one of the deadliest members on the map for C9, the roaming Kazakhs, and they could play around this very easily. That makes their bottom lane even more confident down there, because this dual lane from OMG, they have not only substantial vision in Cloud9's jungle already, but they have control of the minion wave. So OMG extremely comfortable at this stage of the game, even though it's dead even. They're not the ones that feel forced right now. Oh, here comes the OMG ulti from Pantheon.
Man drop on towards Balls, stun lands perfectly as well, and they're going to finish him here surely. Wow, that's a good pillar coming down, but goes flying right on top of him. Balls going to go down, perfectly executed.
Great use of the first Pantheon ultimate. As soon as he hits level 6, takes advantage of the extended lane, because Balls shoved that one up. But answer from Cloud9, it's all about the give and take. Teleport comes in. This is a bad for Cloud9. 4 versus 5, and they took dragon damage. This is terrible.
Here we go, Bombs in, and Sneaky gonna get hooked down by Allen. He's got no chance, surely. It will be finished off. It's Allen that collects the kill, and they're gonna turn around and say, thank you very much. Dragon now for us as well.
Thank you very much. OMG playing this mid game out so well. They just won everything, all areas of the map. There was no give and take here. They knew we're going to make use of our extra global here, the Pantheon. As soon as he hits level 6, we take advantage of the extended lane. Balls pushing up, goes down, and we bait Cloud9 into the dragon. Perfectly baited. They already had wards to teleport in on, and Allen, as usual, comes up to start the fight off. They get the kill, they get the dragon. OMG are just steamrolling ahead now. They felt comfortable. Now they feel even more comfortable. Well, they're just happy now, let's say.
They're happy and they're comfortable.
Okay. What's Chinese for comfortable?
I have no idea, I have to say. Allen using that flay once again, then setting up for the easy hook. Sneaky the one at the back of the pack, not able to escape. Look at this though, Cloud9 are actually in the OMG jungle, and Allen's like, no you don't, I am here. Puts his ward down so that he's got complete vision if anyone comes around from that red buff side of things. Let's check in on these 280 carries, because that's a big difference if you look at the farm. 25 CS or so separating out these two players.
As I said, OMG have been controlling the creep waves better. They're the ones with the huge advantage.
Oh, Sneaky getting hooked once again. The box just about catches him. Here comes a man drop as well. Are they going to get onto him? Yes, they do. Meteos is there, though. Exhaust comes down. Meteos actually diving in, trying to get on towards Pomelo, but they've done enough damage to force them back. There's a play as well.
Can you get the hook?
I think this is going to, flash away. Meteos very, very scared about that one.
Okay, went a little aggressive there. Allen doing very well once again, and he gets a flash for his troubles. As I said, OMG are very comfortable with this Pantheon. Again, another great ultimate for them. Punishing a long lane here where Cloud9 are pushed up. They have no retreat. Luckily for Cloud9, they actually had Meteos ready there for the counter gank, but still cost them a flash.
Going now, going onto Balls, uses the ultimate. He's already used the Cutlass, and you can see that Balls actually doing some good damage back. Didn't want to go too far, and wisely so. Young was starting to move over from mid, and also Pantheon coming up from the base as well.
Balls has not placed his ward yet. He's got one in the inventory, but it's not down, so he doesn't have vision of this Pantheon. He knows the ult's not up, but he could very well just get Pantheon walking right behind him right now.
trap that's not particularly a trap. Young can see the both of them, and he's quite happy to show them. Wow, knocking the two of them against the wall with a satchel charge. And Cloud9, they come in, tried to make a move on the buff, and they're just being controlled, even though they think they're making a play. Their OMG had vision of it all the time.
OMG just with a dominant performance here so far. They controlled top minion waves, they controlled the bottom minion wave, zoning out the duo lane. They won everywhere on the map. This is just so impressive from OMG. Cloud9 are definitely going to be watching this game once again when they get back.
Whether it ends in a win or a loss.
Yeah, either way, no matter win or loss, the beginning of this game was played so well by OMG that they will be looking at this.
There's a red for Meteos. He's bang level in farm currently with that off Pomelo. There is Karma. Lemonation just showing himself to going by smacking him, and Going just puts a ward down on top and says, I should probably just back away from this one. Don't want to take too much since Sneaky's there. Balls is there as well. The Pillar not actually slowing them down enough, and we see again Young using his ultimate to clear out that wave, keeping Going's inner turret alive.
They have answers for everything. They also still have a Pantheon ultimate to come up again in an extended lane.
They're gonna do the man drop. There are three of them gonna get caught in it. They go on towards Sneaky. The AD carry the focus. He goes down. They bring balls back into it. Going is actually chasing Lemonation. He should be able to pick up that kill. And Pomelo kills off balls in the end as well. Now Lemonation did actually get away from Going, but that's 2 for nothing. Again, the man drop starting everything off.
This is like clockwork for OMG. Pantheon ult up again. Cloud9 are extended. Easy call for them. Now the rope towards mid. Allen making plays in it. Void Shockwave.
Wow, brilliant there from Allen to avoid that one. Link going to be focused down until they finished up. He gets a kill. He'll die for it anyway in the end. And now Meteos, he actually got low, had to pop his ultimate and just walk away from that one.
Yeah, morale definitely low for Cloud9 right now. Link trying to get something back going though. Going in for a kill. He was able to punish Allen. As he said, cost him his life though. Also cost him control of mid lane. Blue buff Ziggs can just destroy minion waves here. OMG have everything on their side. The globals, the wave clear, even assassination with Twitch roaming around now, having completed Blade of the Ruin King. OMG just basically have every single tool that you could possibly want.
Yeah, and Sun is 50 CS ahead of Sneaky. Sneaky this game has been, again, caught a couple of times, still into game 1 where a little bit out of position here and there. That needs to really change for them. Yeah, Lemonation actually coming in. They're going to put a lot of focus on towards Going. There's a lot of slow in there for him. Going, is he going to be able to back away? Pops on the burnout. Sneaky here, going to be surprised by his Sun. And he's like, I just need to kind of lifesteal from the minions. I'll take the farm while I'm here.
Yeah,
Sun picks up an easy kill.
So they trade a couple more minions for Sneaky and a kill for Son. There's that assassination tool we talked about. Going even ends up getting away from that top lane. More things still going OMG's way. It will have to be a huge misstep for them.
There was the man drop. Pomelo coming out from the side. Cloud9 actually did spot that one. That's the first non-successful man drop that we've really seen up to now. Oh, Allen, you are out of position. Shockwave gonna come in. They're gonna leave him to die here, OMG. Or are they? Yes, they are. There's damage again from Ziggs from the side, but they lose the kill.
Cloud9 fans rejoice. Meteos now has 2 kills. If they can get a Kha'Zix going, he is building damage right now. Maybe they can have some hope. But right now, really, it is OMG just dominating the entire map. So Cloud9 really need to rally off of anything that they possibly can.
Ball's taking a lot of damage here from Going. Still has his ultimate, though, which he can throw down if he wants to get rid of Going. Actually, Balls has the CS lead onto him. Going being a bit more involved when it comes to those team plays. That's been the reason for that one. And now Going goes in there, takes himself the turret. He's going to try and escape from it. He does throw out the dragon, but he ends up being picked up in the end by Kha'Zix. 3rd kill for Meteos.
Some things remain constant for Cloud9, and that is Meteos and Balls will kill the top laner at some point.
Yeah.
He does come up. This time they're not diving a turret because they're so far behind. They're actually defending the turret. But yes, that's the 3rd kill for Meteos. Rally caps on for the C9 fans. maybe he can make something happen, but this entire OMG team just looks so beastly right now. All right, let's see him come in. There was no ward in the tri-bush, by the way, so he's easily able to walk in there. This is just a kill for an objective, though. Gogoing was able to take down the turret before he died, so OMG don't even feel bad about giving that one up.
Getting close to 5,000 gold here. We're still not at the 20-minute mark. See that Sneaky trying to freeze things a little bit further up the lane. He's already been caught out once by Sun, and that may happen again. But look at this, Meteos.
Alan coming in as well.
Alan is there to the side. Meteos needs to make a move now, otherwise Sneaky's just going to go down. In the end, he lets him go, picks himself up the white. Oh, the hook almost led him. Here comes Xiyoung from the side as well. Meteos pops his ultimate. He's going to get slowed, turns around the damage. That's how it happens when he's going to be flat from the left second, and Xiyoung survives. Pomelo picks up the kill, and now they're going for elimination. Sidesteps the hook, but look at the damage coming from Sun. He's now on a killing spree.
Cloud9 are just getting dunked on now, and there's still a Pantheon ultimate up, so there's more possibility of engages in any of these lanes where someone's not directly next to a turret, and even if they are directly next to a turret, it avoids the hook.
Yeah, Shockwave actually pulling Gogoing in from that one. Alan trying to do some damage. Gogoing, he's going to go down. Hey. Here comes Pantheon from the side. Is he going to finish him? Alan's going to finish him. There is a damage as well coming out of the back from Sneaky. And the shutdown finally as Sneaky picks up his first kill.
That is one of the very few things that is good when you're this far behind. You can get shutdown bonuses.
True.
And he's got one. That's going to be great for them. They need Sneaky to get more damage because he's currently being destroyed by San. If San ever finds him exposed in a lane, then again, the same thing will be happening because we're seeing that crazy all-in assassination build from Twitch that is very popular among many people. Ghost Blade second after your Blade of the Ruined King. Just blades for everybody. When he pops out of his ambush, also popping the Ghost Blade, insane attack speed to go along with the damage from his spray and pray. It's very, very difficult to get away from something like that. Plus, flat armor penetration against another AD carry is a death note, let's say. Not death sentence, because Alan's not always there.
He pretty much has been, though.
Pretty much.
He's not quite at his 100% participation.
He doesn't have to be.
This game. No, but he has been there for 9 of them, so can't really say anything against him at this stage. Got a lot of wards down on the bottom side of the map here for OMG. Cloud9 have almost preemptively warded the Baron here because they know that OMG are at some point going to get them to go over there.
Yeah, it is a good sort of ring of defense from Cloud9. They know that their hopes lie on a big misstep from OMG. If OMG start up Baron and Meteos can get in there for a steal, that would definitely bring a lot of hope back to Cloud9. But right now, they're just going to have their hands full, trying to wave clear.
Oh, Alan hooking in, Sneaky, no follow-up though. Sun from the side was trying to get the slow down, but couldn't quite manage it in the end. And the other dangerous thing here as well, you can't really stand and hold on to a turret when you've got Zeke's just throwing bomb after bomb your way, throwing in those satchel charges. And look at this, Gogoing watching the Cloud9 team, stalking them almost from their own jungle. Alan is over the other side. He's preparing for a hook, although he doesn't have much backup. Needs to be careful of that one. Backs away far enough so that he's out of range of Lemon Nation's poke. Is he going to be able to go in there and actually hook him in? He's got Pantheon to the side. Sun is pushing the bottom lane out. Sneaky might become the obvious target here if he sticks around there.
He's definitely got to worry about that. 3 pink wards, though, from OMG, following this little line into the Cloud9 jungle. They have complete control of blue side. The only area they are lacking in is that Baron, so they're not even turning their sights toward that area of the map right now. They're just continuing to extend the lead by controlling this blue side jungle of Cloud9. Now, with the way that this game is going, Cloud9, you have to think back. They have had great showings. Yesterday, they won the game against OMG. They had a great strategy, but it might have been a little bit early, and OMG adapted really well, banning out the core of Cloud9. Cloud9 is so good at coming up with these interesting strategies where they abuse the long CCs with cooldown reduction. It was beautiful to watch, and they had their moment of the sun, but now it is OMG who really have taken them over in this best of 3, and the hope is dwindling for Cloud9.
Yeah, Gogoing wasn't lying when he said they're coming into today with a renewed mentality and hunger for the win after being caught out by Cloud9 the day before.
Speaking of caught out,
is in trouble. Here we go. Ghostblade, play to the Ruin King. Sun's like, oh no, he's maybe get away from this one. The Sponge goes down. Poison ticking. Summon a heal used by Sneaky to keep him alive.
As well as another ultimate activation. So Meteos escapes with his life, but San didn't have to burn too much for that. Just his ulti and Ghostblade active.
Speaking of Ghostblade actives, both of these top laners do have Ghostblade actives. Speaking of actives, they've both got Blade of the Ruin King, which is of course not the Ghostblade whatsoever. And just matching up pretty evenly. Oh, Shockwave coming out there. Bit of a surprise, I think, for Shi-Young, who took a lot of damage, but again, not quite enough to just finish them off there. Pomelo was waiting, thinking maybe he might have to get involved in that mid lane area, and that's a warning somewhat for OMG here that Cloud9 still can pull out some surprises here. If a good team fight happens, I mean, if Meteos can sneak into the middle of the pack there with the ball and they can get a good shockwave off, it's still not over this game.
It's not over. Cloud9 definitely can try and defend at their turrets. They do have Orianna wave clear, so they can stall out a bit, and we saw him even using the shockwave there to try to get them off the turrets, but still OMG have control of the entire map, so they pick up the dragon easily. They also are starting to get some wards around Baron, so we may see that OMG Baron bait trying to draw Cloud9 out. Cloud9 though, they are resilient, and they will keep fighting till the Nexus explodes. They've got everybody trying to farm up lanes, so they're still holding on here.
Alan just having a bit of an auto-attack dance here. Gonna go in there and stealing away those minions, but that's all good. This has got himself that base of the mountain. Let's see anyway. Meteos here gonna get spotted out as Alan drops himself a ward in, and again, mid lane push right up on towards the turret, and again, Shi-Young comes straight across from the side, tries to poke down a little bit with those bombs bouncing through.
OMG are taking it slow once again, spreading out again. Cloud9, look, they're making a move hard, going to punish OMG for splitting up so much. They want to get a repeat kill. The old combo, Meteos and Balls, can they turn this game around? Can they start it on going?
He's pretty tanky so at this point, but there's also a lot of damage in there. There is Meteos diving over the top. Have they got enough to finish him up? Movement here from OMG, expecting them to maybe try and get around the side. There's a flash. Oh no! Flash from Meteos. Not ideal, that's for sure, in this scenario.
They had him on the run, but that's unfortunate for Cloud9. And now, again, they have to return to full-on defense. Also, Meteos Flash will not be available if there is a Baron from OMG, so if he goes in for that steal, it will be a one-way ticket. He would probably take that ticket anyway, because they definitely would count on a Baron steal. They need a Baron steal at this point.
Getting close to a point where they may need 2 Baron steals. So
let's take it one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time is probably the better and safer way to achieve that one. As again, a lot of farm being done here by Cloud9, trying to grapple things back. Sneaky to Sun as a comparison here. 250 CS to 180. Sneaky 1 for 4, Sun 303. The difference there is absolute night and day between the two.
Yeah, pretty much all over across the board here. The items are definitely going to be showing themselves because the gold lead is too big for Cloud9 right now, or against Cloud9 right now. OMG have secured way too much across the map. They go for it again though, the duo up top.
Lingo going to be bullied down in the middle. Shi-Young actually finishing off going, trying to get to the lantern. Alan's moved to him, the lantern takes him nowhere. The man drop came in on the top side. They want to have a go at balls. He flashes away. Lemon Nation's a juicy, soft, squishy target here, and he is
but he's fast.
Gonna get it. Yeah, he's fast. He's a juicy, soft, squishy, fast target that is able to run away. Meantime though, look at this. They push straight up the middle lane after taking out its sole defender Link, and that's an inhibitor for OMG.
So Twitch does get to take a turret because no one's there to defend it, and OMG have cracked the inhibitor turret line. That is pretty big for them. Not only do they have the gold lead, but they can just turret dive now.
Yeah, that's an easy kill for OMG, especially when you hit the flay, the hook, everything's all good for you. Sneaky as a response to this, gets himself an outer turret in the bottom lane. Lemonation actually going to be knocked in the air. They've got minions coming through with them as well. Sneaky could probably do with backing off from this one. Yeah, they're just going to fight. They dive towards Link, focus him down. Sun now on a rampage, and Sneaky is still going for the inner turret. They're going to lose another inhibitor for it, though.
Sneaky's getting 2 turrets. So he's on a roll here. Domino effect in the bottom lane. He'll get 2, but OMG might even turn their sights towards Nexus. Nope. Teleport down. They defend the long lane. Okay.
Go and try to get in there. Sneaky trying to back away. Look at the Blade of the Ruin King active. Getting so close to being ready. Oh, TP coming in. Go and decides, no, can't keep going with this one. Culling damage comes back. He forced Sneaky away, but wasn't able to finish off the kill. And now Sun is going to be a dirty rat.
Yeah.
See, again, if he can get in behind someone and just kill him off.
He's got so much room to work with.
Yeah.
Two inhibitor turrets down, but yeah. Cloud9, they do save Sneaky, but another small resource burn. They do not have teleport. Teleport probably won't matter that much because they will be huddled up inside their base trying to defend. You can see it's reflected in their builds. Meteos is not transitioning to damage on Kha'Zix. He's going, or not transitioning to tank. He's going full damage because he's behind and they needed to make those plays to catch up. They needed to try and kill someone from OMG by catching them out. They tried repeatedly, and it was a valiant effort, but OMG have secured 2 inhibitors. That means they can go for a fairly safe Baron here.
Oh, Ball's
not safe for
Ball. Caught out. They're going to follow in as well. Knocked against the wall with a satchel charge. Sun comes in. It's Alan that actually gets the kill there in the end. 1 for nothing. Baron didn't reset himself. Down at half HP. This will be an easy Baron pickup for OMG.
After the Baron 2, they have a clear path. The base for Cloud9 wide open.
Yeah.
Their main tank is down. Expect this to be the push. Oh, Sun gets Lemon!
You dead, Sun?
Now he's fast, remember? Squishy fast.
He's fast, right? Remember now. Oh, no, wait, he is dead. They're actually all down the bottom lane, or Oriana's down the bottom lane, and OMG are already in the base here. They've got super minions coming around. They're going to go straight in towards it. Here comes the man drop on towards Sneaky. He's in the fountain, though. He's safe for now. There is the rat. Look at him getting in on the top side, seeing if he can ever go. Sneaky going to get caught out from this one. There's the kill. Ball's the next target as he gets in their face. Link being smashed away as he throws down the shockwave. Sun may eventually fall here, or maybe not, as they completely control our balls. Nexus turrets are down. The Nexus itself is going to be focused, and OMG get themselves into the finals here at the All-Star Invitational.
GG's from both sides. Cloud9 had the better yesterday. OMG ban out their strategy and come back extremely strong. My goodness, the beginning of that game was played perfectly by OMG. Every single answer, baiting Cloud9 over to the Dragon Exchange, and they reap the rewards. They move on, and they are going into the finals.
You've got to give every credit